Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back for some more Dominion 6. Last time we did M.A. Trollstigen, lurking under the bridge. It was pretty OP, but we had a fun little game. Can't complain too much. Yeah, you know, wins are good. Let's roll up another one. 109. E.A. Nemeton. Done. 178. L.A. Beccadesis. Done. 131. Middenheim. Done. 290. E.A. Sitka. White Giants. Done. 148. Kuhn. Mists of Temptation. Done. 63. L.A. Earlier. No, that's M.A. Earlier. Done. 337. L.A. Shang. I believe this is from that Chinese mod. We have not done it. We're going to do it. End of story. Lao Jai. And let me mark this off. Alright, it's a late age nation. Let's go ahead and do this on, I don't know. Book of Legends. I think this is 249, yeah. May have to come up with something good for 250. Late age. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Shang, Condemned Dynasty. The Shang dynasty is doomed to end, so it was fated by the heavens and sealed by the actions of His Majesty the King. On a pilgrimage to the temple of Nuwa, the caretaker of the sky, the king was bewitched by her image and defaced the wall of the shrine with a poem expressing his admiration and deep love. Insulted by the sacrilege, the caretaker summoned up the 1,000-year vixen and her sisters to infiltrate the palace and encourage His Majesty to indulge his darkest wishes. Now the Shang dynasty crumbles as loyal ministers are imprisoned and slain for daring to speak truth, while minions, flatterers, and stranger things rise to positions of power to serve only themselves. Under the direction of his beauties, the king implements new, ever more terrible punishments, causing those once dedicated to the dynasty to rise up in rebellion. With the disappearance of the Pantocrator, however, the heavenly edict of condemnation is no longer a certainty, nor is the fate of heaven itself. The stage is set for a new Pantocrator to rise from the ashes of the Shang. So we have humans along with sprites, specters, and animals posing as humans. Okay. We get cavalry, heavy infantry, crossbows, possessed serpents, conscription. Blood, death, fire, earth magic, some astral, rarely nature as the capital population falls. Average priest, standard forts. Attentive root. Stealth 60, spy, spirit sight, susceptible to fire 10. Oof. War minister, 50 leadership, supply bonus -5, taskmaster +1. Okay. Field marshal, 100 leadership, pillager 2, reduce unrest 1. Nice. Never a bad thing. Sycophant priest, level 1 holy, supply bonus -5. Okay. Minister of torture, holy 2, fire, death, blood. Inquisitor, old, taskmaster +2, reduce unrest 0.5, death recruitment 10. Do hate old people. Painted consort, 1 death, 1 blood, earth, death, blood. Built-in awe 1, sacred, poison resist 25, undead, shape change into a ghoul consort. Stealth 40, target vision 50, cause and arrest 0.2, death recruitment 15, affliction resist 99. Yeah, I mean, it's alright, I suppose. Research to price, and yeah, you know, I don't really like blood that much, but maybe. Vulpine Sycophant. 1 fire, 2 blood, fire, earth, death. Shape change into a barrow fox. Magic power 1. Yeah. Sorcerer General. They get fire, earth, death, blood, fear 5, supply bonus -5, spirit sight, taskmaster 2, reduce unrest 3, combat caster, slaver, 100 leadership, 280 gold. I don't know if it's a sorcerer general. It's like a general that happens to have a small amount of magic. Grand Tutor, cap only. 440 gold, 4 recruitment points, 170 leadership, 110 magic leadership, 100 undead leadership. 2 fire, 2 earth, 1 astral, 1 holy. Fire, earth, astral, death. They have invulnerable 10 built on. They don't need to eat. Spirit Sight, combat caster. And they ride a sacred unicorn with 21 protection, 27 hit points. Pretty solid. It would be 220 gold a turn for 8.5 research per turn. It's not horrible, and it is certainly my most viable mage. But it's not great either. I mean, I could just get this for the same amount of gold per turn, and I'd get 4.5 more research points per turn, which is pretty significant. Hard to say. Problem with these is, like, if I'm not interested in blood, kind of a shitty mage. Hard to say. Loyal Minister. You know, I always go over this assuming we're going to use all our mages, and we rarely do, so it's almost a moot point, but... Non-fort provinces, 2 holy, old age, heretic 1, tax collector, defense organizer 1. Yeesh. Units. We have the levied conscript. Slaves with 8 morale, 5 protection on the body, 9 hit points. They have a buckler and a spear. They're pretty shit, as you'd imagine. Halberd footman. Average across the board, but 14 protection on the body, 18 on the head. And a halberd, 9 attack, 22 damage. Not really my bag, but not bad. Pike footman. Same protection stats. 8 defense, but with a length 5 pike. 10 attack, 17 damage. 10 attacks, not super high, but, you know, we would have maybe fire mages, so, you know. Falchion Footman. They have same 14 protection, average across the board, but 12 defense and a parry 4 shield with a 10 attack falchion, 18 slashing. It's not bad. Not a bad infantry. Crossbowmen. Same protection values. They have a range 40 crossbow, 12 precision, 11 armor, piercing every other round. So, sort of fairly standard crossbowmen, but above average protection. Standard. Gets standard. Shang Cavalry. Rider has 12 hit points, 14 protection, 16 defense with a parry 4 shield, 10 MR, 13 morale, 24 speed, no lance, just a falchion, 11 attack, 18 damage. The horse, 12 protection, 20 hit points. It's like a medium cav kind of thing. It's not terrible, but yeah. No lance or charge bonus of any kind is kind of rough. Possessed Serpent, cap only sacred. 18 hit points, size 4, 7 protection, but 15 versus mundane. 7 defense, 15 MR, 17 morale, 12 speed. Cold resist, 15 poison, 25. They're undead. Swamp survival, spirit sight. They have a Frightful Bite, 14 attack, length 0, 14 magic damage, and Lesser Fear. They also have Hypnotize, length 5, 114 attack. Done. MR negates. Can't be used for repelling, can't be repelled, blah, blah, blah. I don't know why you have to put length 5 if it can't be repelled and can't be used for repelling. But, I guess, either way. Viability is a sacred. Well, the hit point total's a little low, admittedly. I would have expected something a bit higher than that, but... It says, if the vengeful spirit that guides and protects the serpent is banished, it yet remains a very large and very well-trained snake. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it has a second form or not. It might, because it's a possessed serpent, so it might just become a regular serpent. But it's not listed here as like one of their forms, so I don't know. As far as a blessing goes, $15 versus mundane is just not bad. I think they benefit from... Well, they have a Frightful Bite, so you could maybe benefit a little bit from Awe. Otherwise, like Enchanted Blood, Undying... Or really, they don't even need Enchanted Blood. They're undead. So, honestly, just Undying could be good. But it depends on the second form. Yeah. Their damage is also not spectacular, but... Somnambulant Standard, cap only, Sacred Standard 1, limited to 1 per turn, with a Sleep Aura 6 for enemies. Okay. Let's look at magic. We get Celestial Servants. Meh. Forecast the Heavenly Storm. Call in to serve as a sorcerer of the heavens. Potent sorcerer of air and water magic, bears the universe muddling umbrella that can block out the sun itself. Burning Flame Immortal. Powerful sorcerer of fire. Presence exudes a hellish heat. Celestial Soldiers. 6 of them for 15 air gems. Unfortunately, it's late age, so it's not really that viable. Sovereign of Plague. Sorcerer of Death, Berry Presence spreads disease. Alteration, we get, yeah, minus 15 age. Which does help for your old mages, but you have to get to Alteration 5 and spend 5 water gems. And they have to have 2 water, 1 astral. Vocation has nothing. Construction, we get the Bronze Pillar. A cunning new torture device devised by Sudashi, the 1,000-year vixen. We get 2 of those for 2 fire gems. Ah. So they have 35 hit points, they're size 5, 15 protection, 5 defense, 15 MR, 30 morale. 8 speed. They have slash and pierce resist, fire resist 15, susceptible to cold 5, poison resist 25, inanimate, heat 3, fire shield 8, spirit sight. And then they have a 10 attack, 15 damage, armor piercing, crush. We start with 1 fire gem per turn, so it's probably not too unreasonable to get 2 per turn. So yes, we could generate 2 of these every turn. Problem is, of course, they have a heat aura, which makes them tricky to put alongside your other troops. It's like maybe viable, but I'm not sure. This one, you get 6 plus 1 bronze pillars for 6 fire gems. Damn. So if we have like a 7 fire pretender, you can easily get 10 bronze pillars a turn. Assuming we have 6 fire gems a turn. A little tricky, but not undoable at all. Yeah, I mean, maybe, you know? That's kind of a weird strat, but maybe. I think they would really want hard skin for another 5 protection. Reforming reconstruction also would be nice. And then really just like more attack. Like they hit hard. 15 armor piercing is very respectable. But if they can just get their attack value up. The reason why we probably want reconstruction is they're just going to take a shit ton of poke damage. Length 0, 5 defense. That's a lot of poke damage. So, yeah, maybe Earth Fire. That's a viable option. Like a Statue of War. Okay. Enchantment. Nothing. Thaumaturgy. Nothing. Blood magic. Eternal Canvas. Can only be cast by a ghoul consort. You become a Shang, one of the immortal hopping dead. Dynasty ending beauty. 88 blood slaves. One of the 3 beauties. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, the Jiangxi do make for some very good light thugs. They have 10% regen, Fear 5, Fizz Resist, Invulnerable 25, and 3-month immortality, along with Blink, and a built-in life drain. Granted, they have pretty low hit points, so you'd really want some gear to help pump up their hit point total, but not bad. I don't know if we'll end up going down blood to 5. But it's 40 slaves, so by turn 20, we'll have that without doing anything. And we could just make a ghoul consort and get that, and then... Or a painted consort. And then there you go. Okay. So yeah, let's look at Earth Fire, I guess the Statue of War. To get hard skin, we need Earth 6. Reconstruction. And then on top of that, you know, we'd probably want Astral. If I was going to be picky, we might also want Death. Because it's pretty handy for him airdropping onto a place. But it's not strictly required. Yeah. So we're gonna have pillars. I would say probably then we're just building to start, probably just Falchion Footmen. Honestly, I don't think we need much order at all, really. I don't think we really need much. I think I might just take Death. just to have scales, or just to have soul vortex and stuff, and just take that, get attack. Yeah, admittedly, another point would be kind of nice. There you go. Attack. Okay, we're going all in on pillars. 2D. Book of Legends. Let's do 20 and nice and simple. Also, my scout is named 2D. We've got a throne here, which for some reason I'm allowed to see. That's crazy. Also, we have a throne here. So if we could get our hands on this spot, we're cooking. Easier said than done, though. Okay. Profit. Yeah, so the servants aren't really good. I mean, they're okay, I guess, but I think we're probably just going to invest in footmen for now. We want to get to construction 5 pretty much ASAP. Early 2 spaces away from my capital. Love it! Yeah, sort of as expected, but that's fine. Got a throne here as well, so we'd have to get bountiful land. But it's shaping up okay. Yeah, we're gonna start site searching immediately with that guy. Ouch. The Falchion footman didn't get a single kill there, I'll point out. Yep, that's true. Ooh, Starlit Pond and 2 Wildfire Glades. Ho 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 ho. You likey. That's a lot of dudes. Ow. Yeah, well that bumps us up to 3 fire gems a turn. And I can't complain about that on our first site. Also, massive amount of resources. Pangea. Okay. That's fine. Also, let's try to be friends with... Oh, LA Earlier. No, insanity. No. Oh, God. Make a temple there. Fucking LA. I forgot it's LA. Not pleasant. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing for it. Thankfully, water, land borders. It's trickier for him to spread his dominion onto me. Okay, accepted. That's good. All right, let's make sure we get this border or this connection before he slurps onto it. Yeah, just make a priest. We had a very good first province for site searching, and then not so much. Alright, our god has awoken. That's good. That's good. That'll help with research quite a lot. Yeah. Okay. We could start making... Okay, I guess start making them. losing a lot of these footmen. Jeez. Oh, there's a throne here too. Yeah, okay. So, once we get this, we'll have connection on 3 thrones. And then I just gotta get bountiful land after that. Baby, we got a victory going. We'll build a fort here, of course. There go all the falchion guys. Jeez. Maybe I would be better off with the halberds, but I was worried due to the crossbows. I mean, they should have more survivability. We could go with the pike footmen, because they might get some repels rather than be repelled. But these guys are going to get shredded pretty hard by crossbows. 11 armor piercing means that they'll take... Oh, gosh. 6 damage on average. These guys will take the same unless it hits the shield, in which case they'll take 0 or 1. Probably 0 on average. Hard to say. Eventually, we'll just have the pillars and crossbows, and I won't need any other infantry. Eventually. Still sitting on 3 fire gems a turn. Starlight Chasm does not do much for us. 1 astral, 1 earth. Keep that Dominion strong, strong, strong. This is not strong. Also, he's already on Amiradon. If he takes this, it's not the end of the world. We'll probably just have to teleport onto this. But I'd rather not. We've got some bronze pillars. We'll hold off yet. I don't know why that doesn't connect. Weird wild world we live in. He did take Anna Amrul I'm a big dumb idiot. Okay, so yeah, let's get a scout onto Missia so we don't miss it, I guess. Yeah, I mean, a little bit of friendly fire. We lost 3 people to friendly fire, but, you know, it's not too bad. Why does this not connect to anything? Shit. Alright, I gotta go for Black Peaks. We cannot lose that. After construction 5, we're going to want to go for preparing our big boy. So that's going to be evocation 7, alteration 6, enchantment 3. Mineral cave doesn't help me, man. Right, so yes, you can cast mass pillar production for a little while. Micklin has been permanently vanquished. What a surprise. What a surprising turn of events. Alright, you're coming with me, I guess. And we do have a shit ton of money, so let's take advantage of that. Send a mage here to build a lab. We really should build another fort, possibly at Black Peaks. Not a bad idea. Die a lot easier than I would imagine. They do die pretty quickly. Yeah, like I said, I mean, anything that bypasses the shield for crossbows is probably just gonna kill them. Get there, you could, you know, I don't know. Probably, we'll take stuff. We'll be taking stuff. Let's take our throne. First throne. I'm sure it's going to be no problem. Was basically no problem. We lost 19 crossbowmen, 6 footmen. But it was all good. There's an arena battle. No magic involved. Well, Grand Tutor is pretty solid. Except for the fact they have 3 protection. That's the biggest problem. 18 defense is phenomenal, but if there's anything in there with a ranged weapon, we're kind of boned. And I have no armor to throw on because I didn't prepare for that. Also, my prophet is diseased. I just want to point that out. Really, really awesome stuff. There's nothing we can do about that, sadly. So that's going to be a bit of a setback. Pangea accepted. We got the Throne of Fortune. Eyes of God was put up. We got Smoldering Maze, Tower of the Golden Order, and Chasm of Strange Lights. Very good. Cassia ended up winning with a Pretender Empress. Yep, that'll do it. That's pretty ridiculous. So we got 1 fire gem there, 2 glamour gems, 2 more fire gems, 3 astral gems, 100 gold per turn, a glamour gem, and an earth gem. Phenomenal. So we're up to 6 fire gems a turn now. So we can get a lot of bronze pillars. Let's try to take a this throne though before we head back home. Here we can start making probably the Vulpine Sycophants. Or I could just... yeah, these guys cause unrest a little bit. I'd rather not. So sure, the Vulpines. Could also make crossbow here. Can't really go wrong with hundreds of crossbowmen, you know? Like, you get enough, they'll kind of just shred most armies. Especially if you have flaming arrows or something. Which we do. Or we will. We could. We could. This will be a pretty easy throne for our guy to take. Go, could also be fairly easy for Ind or Piccini to take. So let's not waste too much time. But what do you want me to do? You know, research is research. Fuck! Well, I applaud his rapidity. While I simultaneously curse him. That's not good. Okay, so we get this one and we get this one, that's 3. We have to jump then onto a 4th. Possibly World's Teeth Mountains. So let me get another scout. Was one turn off from bumping him. He is a very aggressive little bee, isn't he? Jeez. Okay. It is what it is. Let's take a second throne. Now, hopefully he goes first here, because I feel like he jumped on it. We'll never know. That's bad. That was like instantaneous failure. Nightmare Riders. The Nightmares have Fear Aura. That really sucks. We did kill most of them. But, not great. Yeah, I know, we got quite the force there. Problem is, it's our usual issue of what the fuck am I gonna do with it? I mean, we still have this that we can take, but there's nothing here. This is a complete waste of time unless I go all the way over to here. Seems unlikely to get a line on Knobville, but might still be worth doing. You summon barbarians every month? What the hell? Yeah, I don't think I'll take the footmen, because these guys have the heat aura. Okay. Come on, take this shit. Decent amount of friendly fire, but we got it. Yeah, good. Local children have begun to recite a song that heralds your doom. Doesn't seem good. Of course he took that right then. Then we have nowhere to go. Well, we can still go up here. Maybe take this. Maybe. Really unlikely, but maybe. Stop making scouts. Well, no, I guess. Prophet's gonna die pretty soon. Found chasm of strange lights, deep crevice. Doing fairly well on gems. You really are a fucking cancer, dude. Pangea just all up in my whole grill. And you just... yeah, fuck. And our research is not cruising along as fast as I'd like to get to Evocation 7. If I'm trying to get multiple labs going. Okay. I mean, I'm giving the guys plenty of room to breathe. They shouldn't really ever declare war on me. I've done right by them. Oh, we bumped Pangea here. Of course we did. Look upon my pillars. Weirdly, they don't have trample. I think that's a very strange thing. I mean, yeah, they're only size 5. It wouldn't be that amazing, but trample is trample. Oh. 22 crossbowmen. Ouch. Alright, this is still available. We are cut off from all that. We'd have to jump onto this. But if we could jump onto this, we'd have to wait a long time. But if we could, and then either take Bountiful Land or Dural Woods, then we could take that with land forces, which would be very sweet. Oh, so sweet. Then I only have to jump on one. Yeah, this is already all claimed. Oh, and earlier you got access to Miquelin's capital. Brilliant. Yeah, this could have gone better. Could have gone better. It's a long time to wait. Bastir is a Springhawk throne, so we'd rather avoid that. Oh, he just took that one I looked over at. No? Fuck, no, he took this one. Damn it. God damn it. Okay, then we really run out of options. We're gonna have to jump on 2 of them. This one's probably doable. Yeah, these 2 are both doable, but the time that it takes. We have 4 turns left for Evocation 7, and then probably 6 turns total. He doesn't really need any gear, so we don't need construction. The biggest bummer about it, really, is just your army doesn't matter, because it's just your pretender teleporting, but fuck me, dude, if teleportation is not a really valuable thing in a turn-based strategy game. There's also the Royal Forest. Maybe that's viable too. Let's go check that out. We got this, man. We can do this. I'm sad the pillars didn't get to be used more. Yeah. We could not sign the NAP with Piccini and then jump on it. Or go to war. Well, too late now. He tried to attack Nobbville. Didn't really accomplish a whole lot. But he's gonna get it. So... It's also really far from me. I don't even know if I could jump on it. Alright, that's Evocation 7. It's a good benchmark. We lost our scouts. He already has it. Okay, well, then I either have to find a way to jump onto Nobbville. Easier said than done. Or go on the Springhawk throne, which isn't really much of an option. Shit. We may actually have to go to war on this one. I hope not, but... Pangea declares war. He's still working on Nobbville. Okay, Pangea declares war. That's workable. In that case, we're going to want to go straight here, bum rush Valgard with everything we got, and win. He has given us our win on a platter, and we must accept it. Alteration 6 would be good, but I don't think I'm going to wait that long. There's a lot of battles happening across this map. We're not involved in any of them. Alright, fuck it, we'll go. You need a bunch of fire gems, earth gems, astral pearls. Sure. Your scripts. Leave these guys behind. Your script, you're gonna start with Firestorm. Body Ethereal. Temper... No, you don't need Temper Flesh. I think it's bludgeoning damage, but that's not really worth it. I'm sure it'll cast it regardless. Personal Iron Skin. Yeah, honestly, that's sort of it. Yeah, I mean... Bane Fire, I suppose. Alright. Teleport. Go. Make it happen, man. Yeah, I know. It's big boy stuff. Lot of fights. Yeah, I mean, Firestorm is really good. Really damn good. Alright, he took Knobville, so that's no longer on the table, but that's fine. All we mostly care about is fighting Pangea. We have one turn before he goes. I'm gonna claim it. I'm gonna grab anyone with 2 fire, because you will be useful. You're gonna go here. We never got Conjuration 3, of course. Too many. It's all jumbled here. It's not great. Yada yada yada. Okay. We made that guy a prophet. He should be here, right? Or is he on his way? He's still very slowly on his way. That's not great. We have a lot of pillars. I know that. And if they actually get blessed, they'll be pretty good. Good God. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, yeah, fuck it. Alright, you're going to construct a lab here. So I probably am going to want to teleport onto this. Okay, yeah, I don't think we have much in the way of... We have lesser Flame Ward, which isn't much. But Flame Ward requires a Fire Gem, which is bullshit. Dominion's Enhanced does this much better. Dominion's Enhanced does almost everything better. Alright, we're gonna wait. We're gonna PD... We're gonna PD anything where we have a connection. We mostly just care about the... I mean, he really only can hit us there in force at the moment. So, I think we're fine for right now. There's also this. If he wants to jump on it, he's welcome to. I should have made a fucking Fire in a Jar and Elemental Apprentice just so he can always cast Firestorm, and I don't have to worry. Did attack Black Peaks. Oh, we're gonna lose a lot of footmen, don't you worry. And we also lost 2 mages quite easily. Great. Alright. I'm going to, yeah, there is a risk of leaving this place with just PD. But we're gonna be proactive. No, I'm gonna hold off 1 turn. That way we can move this right away. So we're gonna forge... Fire in a Jar. Forge... Elemental Apprentice. We don't have a prophet, by the way. We never made him the prophet. So... we'll just make you a prophet. I guess I probably could sit here and make a bunch of Fire in a Jar. Okay, let's have... Fuck it. Done. Well, it's a lot of shit. Didn't have any of the pillars there, but that's fine. We still lost 4 mages. How are we losing mages that easily? Because of what, the snipers or something? I mean... You know, I'm not settling for not knowing. I want to fucking know. Alright, let's just look right here. Crossbow, 15 points of damage. Crossbow, 16 points of damage. And then a bird for 10 points of damage. So yeah, their snipers are picking... I mean, among all this shit, I lost 4 mages. That's crazy. That is a pretty big doom stack. Also, you didn't move. That upsets me quite a bit. Alright, fuck it. Teleport. Right on the doom stack. Oh, because that's not a connection. Fuck. Okay, then we're just going without... No, we have pillars. Right, yeah, okay, good. Mind blowing. We got pillars. We've got pillars, we've got mages. Not an insane amount of mages, but some. So let's give all y'all fire in a jars. So you can do fire in a jar shit. Go. Okay, so the script then is no Phoenix power, because we don't have that. Oh, we also don't have that. Okay, then that doesn't really matter. Just cast spells and die to random crossbow bolts. That's what's gonna happen. Sure. Yeah, this will be interesting. Yeah, you don't have shit like this on the small maps. I think on average I prefer smaller maps. Because you're not going to interact with most nations anyways, so you may as well... Oh, God. Enjoy your fire, my friends. And that is what we call a super combatant. Yeah, he lost 723 units there. In magic phase. That feels pretty good. I literally cannot fathom playing this game multiplayer and just having that happen to me and being like, well, thanks for the game, I guess. But in single player, it's very satisfying to do. I assume on the other end, it's very satisfying to do in multiplayer if you do it to someone. But I just feel bad. In multiplayer, I would just feel bad. Because that person, I mean, if it were me, I would be like, I'm out. Thanks. I think they're actually kind of strict about that, but I'd certainly, like, give up mentally. But yeah, it's wild. I do not feel bad doing it to the AI, because fuck the AI. With a rusty rake. Okay, solid. Solid stuff. They attacked me, or he was moving on to this with this stuff. Good luck. But see, this is why we gave him the temp gems. Look like some pretty big units. Oh, Minotaur soldiers. Yeah, you know. Good. He lost another 156 very quickly. He did attack my throne, which I'm a little concerned about, but it's quite a lot of PD. The walls of that fort are severely damaged, and we got Ma Yuan, the first Ether Immortal. 1 fire, 1 earth, 2 blood, fear 5, pause and rest 5, 32 hit points, 5 natural protection. He's got a claw attack, wrench apart, 24 armor piercing and bleed out, and crushing gourd palm. Range 10, AoE 1. Earth meld, I assume? Okay, I mean, he exists, I suppose. You know, whatever you want from me with that. It's true, if I move this here and I get attacked, my whole army's likely to die. I'm gonna just go defend Muspel, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, I suspected he was going to attack me. And so he would attack me with this. I don't think he would have cast Firestorm. No, I mean, he wouldn't. We have breached Valgard. I think it's only fair, then, that we jump on this to stop that from doing anything. And we storm the castle. It's annoying, I'm 1 away from Flame Ward, but I can't script it, and I don't think they'll cast it, so I don't know. We'll be fine. Okay. See a little more Firestorm action. There you go. And a little more Firestorm action. Yep. This is why we gave him the gem generators. He hit us in Valgard before we took on the fort. It's a sizable force. But I got a lot of bronze pillars. Really amusing to see. Lost 284, I lost 118, including a Grand Tutor and 2 mages. And 33 bronze pillars, 66 footmen, 19 crossbowmen. Wasn't pleasant. And I wonder how much of that was due to friendly fire. Okay. I think we lose this. Yeah, we didn't have any bronze pillars. I think we lost our prophet. Also, he has his fucking pretender in there. That represents a pretty significant problem. are on a knife's edge here, actually. We can't move our Pretender anymore until Iron Range gets taken, which is always the risk when you jump onto a fort like that. Shit. Okay, so we got attacked at Valgard again. And my pillars are now burning my entire back line actively, so that's not good. Ouch. He had his Pretender there. Didn't get a kill. We lost a decent number of troops. He hit my Pretender here, which is good if I can keep him preoccupied. Good. Although we did pick up really nothing that matters. Okay. We are sitting on 27 hit points at this place, so it's a little risky. Yeah, alright. Critically damaged in Valgard. I wish his Pretender wasn't here, but it is. We just don't have an option. And we also don't have a... We don't have a profit. But we need troops. Fortunately, he is preoccupied now with Abyssia ravaging his shit and TNG being involved. I'm gonna start to build a palisade here. This could have gone all better. I knew the bronze pillars and their fucking heat aura was gonna be a problem. I knew it was gonna be a problem. Alright, we're buddies with everyone else. He hit Iron Range again. And they finally popped me. Yeah, doesn't take much. I mean, just sliding through body ethereal with one good hit is kind of enough to do it. Problematic, yes. We have breached that. We're gonna wait one more turn. He's not in much of a position to hit me. And I can't imagine he has much inside the fort outside of his Pretender. So... Good. Okay, we might have this now. True, we could say fuck it and go for flaming arrows. Okay. I could wait. and get a profit. But well, we have to get a profit no matter what. So I probably should wait. The bless is pretty significant in our bronze pillars. Okay. I'll wait. Shouldn't be too long. I hope. Right. Okay, keeps hitting Lilidor and not taking it, so that's good. Blah, blah, blah. Still nothing, though. We do have a considerable army here that's... I probably should be mobilizing. Yeah, we've got a decent chunk. If we ignore the bronze pillars completely... And then I think the rest of you guys probably should just be calling our god back. He's still very useful. Okay. Yep. So now we can get a profit. We will pick Peng Z. Become a profit. We're gonna move to here. Okay. Very soon. We're gonna get the win. We got this. Our other thrones have been nice and safe. I'm definitely not jinxing anything. Abyssia hit me in Balgard. What? Why would that happen? That's not good. How did he end up on Valgard? Oh yeah, we are allies, so he fled, but... How did he end... Maybe he went on a retreat? He retreated in onto there? Hard to avoid that friendly fire. Alright, yeah, I wish I could, but cannot. We're gonna go. We're gonna go, we're gonna go. And we're going all in on just offensive measures. I'm sure it'll be fine. His Pretender's not that good. It's a Gorgon. I mean, it's fine, but I assume he hasn't kitted it out and he doesn't put it, you know, that many buffs on it. Abyssia ran into me again, which just leads to a lot of heat deaths from my fucking pillars. Losing 16 crossbowmen on that shit. But we did get a message from Pangea. I'll be sure to read that after this. He moved his Gorgon there. That's not helpful to me. Fortunately, he didn't really have anything left in here. So I think we mostly took friendly fire damage. 15 pillars, 19 crossbowmen. But we got it, ladies and gentlemen. Well done. Claim that throne, and let's get that W. Okay. Well, all in all then, pretty good. Because we only ended up using the Pretender to take one throne. I mean, we fumbled here. This was not a very good strat. But we got it. So, yeah, nice. Whew. I mean, at this point, like, if we didn't have a Pretender that could jump or anything, you know, if I had taken a monster and he was just, like, out of commission or something, we could go take this, assuming that Pangea still had it. So there were still options, but man, yeah, I was very excited about this, but him taking that so quickly really pissed me off. He got lucky on that one. And then us getting boxed out of here, that really pissed me off. Just rough. But in such a rare situation here, Pangea went to war with us, and that was actually beneficial. Because if Earlier went to war, like as the situation is right now, if he had gone to war with us, we would have gotten nothing out of that, and it would have just been miserable. Because I still would have had to go to war with someone else. So, all in all, pretty good. We went to turn 57. Yeah, no one else was doing too well. Jomon had 2. No, Jomon had 3. Oh, boy. You don't say. Where the hell is Jomon? He also had this ready to go. And this one. So he had 3 others beside that. He had the Lost World. He had Kaz Hador. And he had Griffin Spires. So he could have easily taken this or this and won. Like, if the AI actually had thoughts in their brains, he could have easily won. Crazy. But we won, and it's all good. So, Shang. Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't seem that amazing of a nation. I mean, the Bronze Pillars were kind of fun. If they had Trample, it would be a whole other discussion. I think that would be really strong. Really nice. But the actual troops for late age are just, like, barely sort of passable quality, you know? Like, it's, like, fine, you know? There's really nothing special about these. I thought they'd have, like, a second form or something because of this sprites, specters, and animals posing as humans. If there's no mechanical difference of any kind, it's like, I don't really... then they're just humans. And then there was our normal Sacred, the Possessed Serpent, which sounds like it did have a second form, and if I were to ever play the nation again, I'd go for the Serpent, but it's... 18 hit points, 15 protection versus mundane, 7 defense is a little iffy. They're undead. It's tough to then boost their protection more without taking fortitude for fizz resist. Probably fortitude undying times 5 would get them to be reasonable. The frightful bite doesn't do that much damage, but the lesser fear is pretty good, and they have a stun. I think they'd be okay. I was just enamored by the pillars a little bit, but the heat aura kind of fucked me over a little bit. I don't know. It's fine as a nation, but it's not super exciting. Yeah, if these guys had trample, you'd really be cooking then. It wouldn't be an amazing trample. I mean, I don't think it would be OP. Size 5 trample's not that ridiculous. But then, you know, it's a good incentive to take enlarge. They have slash, pierce resist, 15 protection. They got the heat aura, the fire shield. Like, if they had trample, I wouldn't have even taken the crossbowman. I would have just gone into battle with the bronze pillars. But, yeah. I probably could have gone in with just the bronze pillars and it would have been okay, but anyways. It's alright, we won, it's all good. My name is Mangg. Game watching has been Dominion 6. I'll see you fine folks next time.